Blog Talk Radio.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the Blog Talk Who Magoo, and I still have my static. I had static in this system 3-4 years ago, and I told Blog Talk about this, but I'm so blessed that I've done this a couple times because it keeps telling me I have to call in for the host, and the time is wrong, the start time, but I've done this show on Blog Talk enough times, so I know it's rocking right now. My buddy Shawn Adam Williams is in the queue. He's going to chat with us, too. I got to give Brigitte a call in about 10 minutes. I just gave her a buzz, but she still was driving on the freeway in L.A. So great night tonight. Brigitte Purdy, thank you kindly for coming back on the show. It's probably the 8th or 9th time she's been my guest on here. It's been a while since I've even had the Blog Talk or the interviews. I've had some serious health things in the last 9 months. Triple bypass in June, so it was almost the end of me, but I'm still ticking. So I'm just excited to get the chat going again, talking to a lot of the great blues artists that I have in the past. So let's get the music karma going. So let's do Blues Angel by Brigitte Purdy, and I'll be back a little bit with Shawn, and we'll ring up Brigitte too. Thanks, everybody. Thanks kindly. Peace. Thank you very much, Brigitte Purdy, with that angel voice. and the static on my show. Man, I don't know what Blog Talk is doing, but that's okay. The great thing about this service, I have phone number. People can call in. Fans can call in. I got to get a hold of Brigitte in a couple minutes. But I'll tell you what, I got my boy Shawn Adam Williams right now. I'm going to bring Shawn in. He's going to come live to the show. We're going to chat with Shawn. Hey, Shawn, welcome to the Who Magoo Show. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing real good, Tom. Thank you so much. It feels great to be back with you and Brigitte. Last time we did it, and this time we back at it once again in 2022. It's such a pleasure. We back again.
Thank you, my brother. You know, I know you work hard at all your music. You got a lot of great awards going out there, and you're constantly trying to create some blues for everybody, trying to make everybody feel a little better. Great friends with Brigitte. Before I bring her on, tell them what's going on in your world. I'd love to promo you today, buddy. Tell me about that.
Oh, golly. Thank you so much here, Tom. You know, throughout last year and on this year, after my auntie, Bobby Elizabeth Gluman, had died in January, and just want to know about my song "Delta Breeze." It's still going strong. On the air for a while, and just focusing something real special this month, or maybe April, around this spring. It was great. It was really great. And on top of that, the last song that I did was Struck Like Lightning.
And go ahead.
So on top of that, and you know, I've been doing it for my musical colleagues and fans, and you know, it was great. And I tell you the truth here, Tom. That's where blues music come together, and that's what it's all about. You know, it's been years throughout that, and then we're not worried about the news that's been going on throughout in the war in Ukraine. That's what's happening right now. Anyway, that's what blues music changing the world.
Yeah, bringing out the real life and, you know, what's happening from your gut and your feeling. The blues is always changing. It's an open palette for everybody. And I'll tell you what, bro, Brigitte is ready to come on. Let's tell you what. Let's all join the party. And I'm going to play Blue Collar Woman right now by Brigitte. And I'm going to ring her up and we'll all come back on the show. So Tom Garrett, your host here. Shawn Adam Williams and Brigitte Purdy will be on in a second. So thank you kindly. We'll be right back. Here you go. Peace.
All righty.
Let me tell you.
No more.
Thank you very much. That's a great sound, the great voice of the fabulous Brigitte Purdy, blues collar woman, and Brigitte is now live on the Welcome, Brigitte. Oh my, sorry about the static. Comes with my account. What can I tell you? How are you?
Hey, how's it? I'm going good. How are you?
I am doing super, and I got to tell you, Brigitte, I'm so proud of you. I've seen you, besides you got the brand new songs out there. What do I got here? Yeah. Styling, Time for Love, and I Just Want to Make Love to You. And you have a great new radio show that you do online. Tell us, everybody, about what that's been happening.
You know what? I actually have two different shows that I'm doing. I'm also a DJ now on KOCI 101.5 FM in Newport, Costa Mesa, and I have my own blues show from 1 to 3 every Sunday. So now I know what it's like to do what you do. Hey, I give my hat off to you.
You keep working the buttons as everybody's chatting, trying to keep it going, you know? That's what a lot of it is like.
I know.
Yeah, and your friend used to help you all the time. She's awesome too. I'm really proud of what she's got going and all the movies friend? And things. Yeah.
Oh, April. Yeah, April. Yeah, April is doing well. I still have my streaming show, pretty amazing people. A couple weeks ago, I had Tommy Castro. Then I had Bad News Barnes. I had Eric Korn, who produced John Mayall's last CD, Sugaray Rayford's last CD, and now he is producing Walter's next CD. So all of those, it's been great and informative, because they're different aspects of the business. And so if people want to just really, genuine conversations, kind of like being a fly on the wall that us musicians have with each other on how to create music, what it's like in the studio, what it's like to be how to create a song. So it's a lot of great insider information from these amazing and legendary musicians and producers.
Yeah, all you guys are such a nice big group and such a happy family in the blues world, and helping each other along all the time. And that's one thing I discovered talking to you guys. And Shawn, come on in, Shawn. How are you doing, buddy?
Oh, thank you so much, Tom and Brigitte. We're back. Finally back where we belong in 2022.
Thank you, Shawn. Shawn, you're in ATL, right? You're in Atlanta way?
Yes, still in the ATL.
You got any comments and things for Brigitte today that you guys are on the show together?
Yes and yes. I want to know all about Brigitte, and since I've been met her on Facebook, maybe I always love her music from here on out, and I say Brigitte Rios Purdy is one of the hottest, best independent blues artists of all time, and I always know about her latest on her album Still I Rise, and I know that she is ready to drop her new album this year, and I always give more love and respect, but I know about Brigitte, and I say Brigitte is a true musical colleague throughout my musical journey.
Thank you, Shawn. I appreciate that.
Oh, always an honor to be back with you, Brigitte.
It's been a ride. It's definitely been a ride and a whole entirely different journey. I'm sure Shawn can agree with musicians and just everybody in general with these past couple of years. There's lots of new shows and new venues and new music being created. So I'm excited to see what my colleagues are going to be picking out and where they'll be playing. I've already started going to support some local local artists, not necessarily just blues, but just local musicians, because they need our support, getting them So I've been out and about, and it's been great to see people that I haven't seen in a couple of years. And I'm looking forward to 2022. I will be dropping an album in summer this year.
Woo! I can absolutely wait. I can hardly wait for it. I really can't wait to hear it.
I will be dropping a full album at the end of summer, so I'm looking forward to that. So how's it going with you, Tom?
Oh my! It's been quite a year for me, you know, because I had bypass open heart surgery last June. It was almost the end of me on that day. I went to the walk-in clinic and they called the ambulance in like 5 minutes. So I was all clogged up. It's family history. My father had the same thing. So I've been just trying to struggle, get back my strength. I've been kind of just working in the schools, kind of going home and sleeping a lot. And the last couple of weeks, I've been finally feeling a little better and communicating with you some. And then all of a sudden it just dawned on me to just turn this thing back on, say hello to everybody, and just kind of get back in life again. You know, I so missed chatting with you and hearing all the things that you guys are doing. So I really appreciate that, Bridget.
Well, you know what? I will say this. I've missed you, and I'm very, very thankful for what you do for not just me, but for other musicians. You know, I know you work at the school during the day, and then you have your radio show, and now being on the other side and seeing what DJs do, you know, they put in a lot of work to make sure that artists are heard. And I've said this a million times, that if we didn't have DJs like you, music venues and all those things, we all have to work together to bring the very best to the listeners. You know, they're number one in mind.
Yeah. Go ahead, Shawn. Anything you want to add?
Oh yes, I'll like to add some of it. Anyway, before I'm going to add something. You know, I won my second Golden Kayak Award for Best Male Artist of the Year this year. And then on top of that, just to be in the world, let you know about my song, Delta Breeze. They're going to request it now on WRGG in Greencastle, Pennsylvania, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And I want all my musical colleagues and fans to request my song, and I will make it happen from here on out. And that's for the musical colleagues and also to the local fans. And I say it was going to be the best song, the best blues hit of 2022. And then we're going to make it happen for that. And then I just want to know about Brigitte. About her upcoming second album at the end of the summer, like she said earlier. And I said this, it was great. It was absolutely great for Brigitte and me as an artist. I always been doing this since around 5 years. It was great. It was absolutely great. Well, you never know about my song. Delta Breeze will be on Magoo this year. I want everybody going to hear it.
Very cool. And Bridget, getting back to your second CD that you got coming out, Still I Rise, is just the best. It is. Lucille, Don't You Weep.
The title track from her debut album.
I have that one lined up next. But
thank you. You're enjoying it.
I'll tell you what. Let's take a little break, everybody. Let's get on Lucille, Don't You Weep. Brigitte Purdy off of Still I Rise. We'll be back in a little bit. Peace. We'll be right back.
Don't you weep no more, Lucille. Don't you weep no more. Wrap your arms around me, fingers Don't you weep no more, Lucille. Don't you weep no more.
Oh, thank you very much. Welcome back to the Who Magoo Show. Brigitte Purdy is my fabulous guest today. Hey, Brigitte, let's chat a little about what's going on in the California way with all the different foundations helping everybody with the COVID and that. And everybody's a big team.
Okay. Well, they've been a tremendous help to a lot of musicians. There's a lot of the local blues societies. They're blues societies all around the world, internationally as well. And the Blues Foundation has been helping those in need so they can stay alive and thrive. I will be doing a show in April 1st for the Las Vegas Blues Society, the week of the Grammys, and they will. Jimmy Carpenter is on the lineup, and there's going to be some nominees on the lineup as well as many award-winning performers. I'm looking forward to that, getting out and seeing people that I haven't seen in a while, and so it's good to be able to do what we do, and see the people that we love.
Yeah, and a couple of years ago, before the pandemic and everything, you were on a great tour. You came through this way. You came through Chicago and Indiana.
I was.
And you went to.
I was. I'm hoping to get back out that way. I do have some, people, fans. I always feel awkward using the word fan. Music lovers. That have messaged me and asked me, when are you going to come back our way? So hopefully with more things opening, there'll be more doors opening that we can get back together and just make some music and make some more good times.
Yeah, the world and ourselves, we have been through a lot in the last couple of years of COVID and the things that are happening now in our world. And, with the music and friends, that's really what the fans, the friends, the music, because myself, I just consider all you guys friends. I wish I could do what you do. You have such great talent, but to be able to bring this out to the forum for everybody, what a great time this is in life to be able to communicate, on a live radio show, on Sunday night, 6:29 Central in the Milwaukee, and over by you at 4:30. What a time, hey?
It is a great time. I think, with everything, there's always going to be pros and cons within the pandemic. In some ways, we still were able to communicate via technology in different ways, and those avenues and those doors will remain open. So now, we know that we can just reach out and we can have a live streaming show on social media or the YouTube, or we can be on the air with the radio with people communicating. So we're doing things, we're still doing things, but we might be doing them in a different manner. So we all had a little bit of a growth spurt shall I say.
Yeah, yeah. And I tell you, the thing that I'm always impressed is your great voice, but the musicians that you have on your CDs. Show some love or give me some love to who these guys are, the drums and the guitars and all that stuff that you have in your talented bands.
Well, I have Drake Shining on B3, and he just released his own album, which you're going to have to pick it up. It's entitled This Is Life Now, and you got to check it out. The cover is tremendous. You are just going to the cover of his album is so apropos to the times today. I love this cover. And then Dave Osty, who is phenomenal, Dirty Dave, he and I collaborated on most of the songs together. And really, he's playing all the instruments on it. He's just one of those geniuses. Both of them really are, Dave and Drake. So I'm blessed that the Lord put them in my path.
Yeah, and speaking of your path, you've had quite a journey in your life. If you want to speak a little bit about that, how there was a time when you took a break, and then you've come back. Better than ever.
I took a break. I thank you. I took a break, and I really never thought that I was going to be come back to music. Raise my kids. It wasn't necessarily the music that drew me away from music. It was the business. The business can be really treacherous, and it can be just a lot of negativity, and people trying to do things in not a particularly cool way. And so I started very, very young in the business. The first time I sang was 9. I was already professional by the time I was 13. And so I had already been in the business for quite some time before I decided to take a break, and met Dave Osty and Drake Shining. We created this album, kind of set it out there. It went international. It was a blessing. I had no idea. It grew legs and went places that I couldn't even imagine. So, I wake up thankful every day.
Yeah, and you have quite a cool background of a lot of the artists that you've worked with. I mean, you did a USO tour, I believe, back in the day.
Yeah. I actually did. It was for the Department of Defense. And so we toured all over the world singing for the troops. And you get a whole different feeling of what it's like to be in the military. And, my heart goes out to them and the things that they have to go through, the things that they've seen. But they're the ones that are keeping our flag up.
Yeah, and you sure must have made their day.
Yeah, that's why we have the freedom that we have. And so I'm very thankful.
Yeah, of course, our vets and our troops, and God bless them and everything that's happening in our world and every day. And, and then the other thing, I know you did some work with Bad Company, and that's one of the cool tunes that you got now. I Just Want to Make Love to You. Huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, my new single is I Just Want to Make Love to You. I've been so busy, I forgot that I had a new single out. Let me tell you. My new single is I Just Want to Make Love to You, and it's written by Willie Dixon. The first artist to record that song was Muddy Waters, Mr. Morgan McKinley. And so I always loved that song. I used to do it a long time ago with my band, and then just decided to record it. Now, the drummer on that particular song is Michael Lazier, and he's also Walter Trout's drummer.
Wow. You go in some heavy circles. Walter Trout, oh, my God, he's legendary, and I just learned him through all the blues. And when you told me you were on stage with him, oh, my gosh, what a time that must have been.
He's pretty legendary, He's phenomenal. His playing, his artistry, just who he is as a human being.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. You guys just help each other. I mean, when you go to the International Blues, competition in Memphis, you guys have just a big party with everybody together, Lawrence Lebo and Sandy Carroll and all you guys, and, Gil Anthony. And, I've gotten to talk to Gil Anthony on the show a couple times. And it's just amazing how you guys,
Yeah.
Is that going on?
It is a great...
Is that going to go on in this year?
Yes. In May, they will have the Blues Foundation will also be having the Blues Musical Awards as well as the IBCs. And that's going to happen on May 5th, the BMAs, Blues Music Awards. And then also following that will be the International Blues Challenge, the IBC. And so I'll be there during that time frame. And a lot of great music, a lot of great people, and a lot of good food.
And isn't that the first one since the COVID?
Yes, it has. It's the first one since COVID. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, because you guys have missed so much, and all the fans over there in Beale Street down in Memphis way. So that's just cool. And
have you been?
Good. Are you guys going to be playing? I know you played a couple years ago. You actually were playing during that time.
It's to be determined. It's still to be determined. There'll be a lot going on. I'll be doing some other things too. I'm going to be recording. I have some new stuff that I'm going to be recording, so that will be cool. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Very neat. I'll tell you what. Let's take a little break, then we'll come back. We're only got about 14 minutes left on the show. The hour goes very fast, man. Thanks, Brigitte.
Yeah.
Let's get your tune on. Let's get it understood.
My
Brigitte Purdy
pleasure.
Off of Still I Rise, and we'll be right back with our guest and Shawn Adam Williams too.
Yeah. Don't call me baby. You ain't my man. Don't call me baby. Better understand. Don't call me baby. You ain't my man. Don't want the sugar. You ain't that sweet. You know you never. No. Knock me off my feet. Don't want the sugar. You ain't that sweet. You think you sound like a gentleman.
I apologize for the static, but I love that tune. Get It Understood. You really got an attitude with somebody in that tune. I like that.
Yeah, I did. Maybe I still do have an attitude with them.
That was one of the first catchy ones, Get It Understood, off of Still I Rise, that I loved right away because you were telling the dude, or whoever it may be. How did that inspiration for that song come up?
Well, it's so funny because everybody can relate to that, you tell somebody, no, you're not interested or whatever, or, breakups can be, sad or whatever. And it's so funny because the person is still like coming back and you're like, didn't I tell you? Can you get it understood? Get it understood kind of just slipped out in the studio. I was like, don't you understand? And then it just kind of happened. And I was like, you know what? That's really catchy. Get it understood.
Oh, wow. Well, it's amazing how these little parts come together for the fabulous artist that you guys. Yeah. Wow. And we're going to wrap it up real quick. But again, the 3 songs I'm going to get from you, and we're going to come back in a little bit, and we're going to do another chat. Stylin' and Time for Love. Those have been out for a little bit, haven't they?
Yeah. Shoot. I've been releasing music every three months. So if you could count backwards that way. And Stylin', when the pandemic hit, I came over to Dave's studio and I said, you know what? I don't want to write another pandemic blues. I don't want anything sad. I said, in times of stress and, depression and everything that's going on, I said, people need something happy. And so that tune, Styling, is not necessarily about looking good. It's about feeling good. It's like that day when, everything seems to be going right. It's like you got that vibe in your heart, and that vibe just is like pouring down on everybody and everything that comes your way. It's because you've got such a bright, happy attitude right there in your heart that it's like, even if something did go wrong, it's like, so what? I'm styling.
I love that because we know people that influence myself every day. I mean, when I walk in the schools, these teachers are so calm and, so professional and things that are happening. And that influences me, like you're saying. We are so involved and connected with everybody.
We are so connected with people. And so, little things happen. One of my favorite lines in the song is, trouble, that's just a dent in the road. It's like, you're going to get over that.
Yeah. And I really have to thank you today because honestly, Friday, I wasn't even thinking about doing this. Actually, one of my other artist friends, Wayne Warner, sent me something this week about doing an interview. And then I thought of you and you communicating with me, thanking for my, wishing health. And I thought you were the first one I could reach out to. And, JP Williams, I'm connecting with, everybody from the past. And I have to tell you, Brigitte, because depression was real for me too. It is. All the things I've been through.
I think everybody has suffered from some sort of depression during these time frames at one point or another. And it's been difficult for many people. And I will say, myself included, it hasn't been an easy ride.
Yeah, we look at the pocketbook a lot more these days, and at least that's what I was doing, and I was letting that get to me instead of living and being. And before I would just go about my life. Well, we'll get, it'll be better in the future, and we'll just pay this or whatever it may be. But yes, everything with the COVID, the walls started turning in for everybody, and that's why I was blessed to have Shawn come on today too, because I know he works so hard, and God bless Shawn for everything that he does.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, we got about 5 minutes left. We got one more song I want to play for you. Again, I want to just give you God bless to you, Brigitte Purdy, for being my friend over these years. I mean, you're a big artist. You're big time. I didn't even say one of the famous things that you've done. You've worked with Pete Townsend in The Who. I mean, I love the crank Townsend. That's my deal. I go see him, but and my friend Bridget's worked with him, on songs and everything. Oh my! And you would never know that. You would never know that about you. You're so down to earth, and and your pictures that you put out for everybody too. Everybody shines to Bridget because you are one of those influencers that make our day better too.
Well, when the whole pandemic happened, I really asked that the Lord would shine through me. And, it's not that I want people to see me. I want them to see him through me, through his love and through his light. And so I continue, sometimes I get off kilter and then I got to slow my roll. And I said, hey, wait a minute. Remember what this is about. Remember who this is really for. So
yeah.
I have to put my own self in check, because you got to leave the ego at the door. And music is meant to touch people, and if it's saturated in ego, then it's fake, it's phony. There's no truth in it. And so we have to have that desire to inspire, to lift.
Yeah, music is it's the one that has the ego, but then it can be no ego when you're with your fans and everybody's you love everybody, and that's I think what touches in the artist. So, all right, Bridget, thank you kindly again for coming on my first show from getting my life back together. Michelle DeMora came on with me in last Christmas because she's got a Christmas CD, so I had to talk to her a little bit too. Yeah, great people.
Let me tell you. It has been an absolute pleasure, and you made my day by asking me to be on, so I'm very thankful to you.
Thank you kindly. So, God bless. Love you, Bridget. Take care.
All right, honey.
We'll talk soon.
Take care now.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. You know where to find me. Bye.
We'll be talking soon. Home is where my heart is, and that's the tune I want to play right now as we wrap this up off of Still I Rise. So, thank you kindly. Talk to you later, Bridget. God bless. Peace.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much, Bridget. We got it done. About 10 seconds left in the show. So, again, kindly thanks for coming on air, chatting with me, and getting her done. Yeah. Thank you kindly. I feel a little better now. Peace, everybody. Bye-bye.